It's so delightful. It smells super high quality.
Honey is okay, Chris. This is good.
It is a really, really pretty scent. I can see why this one is getting all of the compliments.
Oh, this is very sexy.
This fragrance is called The Boss by Christopher Lee Fragrances, but I had to reach out to them on Instagram and tell them, your fragrance is bomb. Like, that's good.
I'm a money magnet, draped in designer, I stay high fashion. Kiss you bougie, know I'm high maintenance. What's up with it, y'all? It's Big Boss coming back with another video. How are you doing, my fragrance family? In today's video, we are going to explore the scents that define style, confidence, and unforgettable moments. Today, we're diving into the creme de la creme of men fragrances. The absolute best of the best, voted by the fragrance community on Fragrantica.com. So I need y'all to buckle up, because we are going to take a journey from 2017 all the way up to 24, uncovering what made these masterpiece fragrances so iconic. Let's go ahead and get into it. In the year 2017 and 2018, Dior Homme Intense takes the crown not once, but twice. I can honestly say that this scent is like the king of elegance. Perfect for the modern gentleman who knows how to command attention without saying a word. Still got that little lipstick feel to it. With the top notes of lavender, the heart notes of iris, and the base notes of vetiver and cedar, Dior Homme Intense is a luxurious symphony of powdery iris and a touch of lavender. Over the years of wearing this fragrance, I can honestly say this fragrance do exude confidence, elegance, and it has a touch of like this sensual mystery about it. Now, why did this fragrance win 2 years in a row? Good question. I think the fragrance community couldn't resist the combination of timeless sophistication and seductive allure. This has the same vibe as like a James Bond movie. Classic yet irresistible. Now let's get to 2019. 2019, the fragrance Tom Ford Ombré Leather was the best man's fragrance of that year. This fragrance is like a biker's dream. Leather bootstrap smells. It's like wearing a leather jacket, hopping on a motorcycle, and just cruising in the desert while it's like 95 degrees outside. I always knew that this fragrance was real bold with that leathery, rich note that it had. That soft little jasmine that grounded it real smoothly with the amber inside the base notes. Makes it very masculine, mysterious, and unforgettably sexy. I can say that, man. This is a man's man of all fragrances. Like, this is probably why it won. Like, I can just imagine, like, it's smoky, it's raw, it's perfectly blended, and it's a standout for all men. It lasts a long time too. So once you spray it in your clothes, no matter if it's cotton or polyester, it's gonna smell like some leather. Now, in 20, Idéal Extrême was the best fragrance of that year. The fragrance has top notes of almond, pink pepper, bergamot, plum, cardamom, heliotrope, tobacco, leather, cedar, patchouli. It's like this scent is like a perfect cocktail between sweet, spicy, and smoky all at once, right? The almond and plum give it like this gourmand richness, while the tobacco and leather provide this smoldering depth to the vibe. It's playful yet refined. This is a real gentleman's scent. Now, why it won, I can honestly say during this year the fragrance community was talking about this fragrance a lot. I seen this fragrance inside the comment section all the time. Never really gave it a chance. I don't know why I didn't listen to y'all, but y'all always said y'all loved how this fragrance had the ability to balance the sweetness with that spice while maintaining like this sophisticated masculinity. But let's move on to the next year, which is 2021 to 2022. Inside those 2 years, Dior Sauvage Elixir won back-to-back championships. Like, this fragrance is one of them fragrances that took the DNA of its predecessors and turned it into something darker, richer, and more magnetic, with the top notes of cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, grapefruit, the heart notes of lavender, then you got that sandalwood and that amber and that vetiver. I think the dry down is the main key takeaways from this fragrance. When you first smell it, it might be too overpowering, too strong, but it's all about the dry down. It's not just a fragrance, in my opinion. It's like a experience. The spicy opening is bold and fiery, while the lavender heart provides this calming balance. As it dries, the sandalwood and vetiver create a warm, earthy base that lingers for hours. It's seductive, it's commanding, it's a true powerful scent. Now, why did it win? It's just this unparalleled longevity and projection that Sauvage Elixir had, combined with the scent profile that's both sophisticated and primal, made it a fan favorite. Honestly, during this year, it was one of my top fragrances as well, so I just understand why it won. Let's get into 2023. Last year, or 2 years ago, or a few years ago, based on whenever you're watching this fragrance, it's Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Elixir. This fragrance right here by Jean Paul Gaultier brought back the iconic Le Male DNA. But you know, they had to crank it up to 1 million, bro. This is like the royal, all grown up version of Le Male Le Parfum. It still got that creamy vanilla vibe to it, the creamy cardamom, but now I got like this little sweet cinnamon thing going on, like this little spice to it. It's real comforting, yet bold. Perfect for like chilly nights and intimate settings. Now, why did it win? I honestly can say that the community probably just fell in love with the blend of nostalgic notes and like modern sophistication, you know what I mean? It's like a brand new generation of Le Male fragrances, and I'm stoked to see what they do next. Now, let's get into the final fragrance, and that is this year's best scent that was released is Parfum de Marly's Althaïr. Now, this is like just the newest champion of fragrances. I don't know what they're gonna release next year, but I can honestly see this fragrance lasting 2 years on this top fragrance list, because it's like Le Male Elixir, but it's just cranked up, bro. It's more richer, it's sexier, it's creamier, it just smells more expensive than Le Male Elixir, and that was the fragrance that it was this year. So this is like really a back-to-back championship, because both of them fragrances was just so close to each other. But this fragrance having that cinnamon and that mandarin, the opening with the almond and the heart, with the base notes of like vanilla, amber, and sandalwood, I can imagine how this fragrance just appeals to everybody. It's rich, it's creamy, it's utterly addictive in my opinion. It's like a dessert in a bottle. The cinnamon and mandarin create like a spicy sweet opening, leading to a heart of like this almond that feels like warm caramel. Like, I just can't explain it. Like warm caramel cake, you know what I mean? And then like that vanilla and amber dry down is like cozy and luxurious, perfect for the winter time, wrapping you in like this golden aura, man. Now I see why it won, you know what I mean? It has that gourmand richness, you know, it got that refined composition that made it one of the ultimate crowd pleasers. Like, you put this on, you getting compliments all the way up the street, down the street, and around the block. This fragrance commands attention and admiration. I can't hate it. Okay, so that's really all I got for y'all today in this video. These was the best man fragrances from the year 2017 all the way up to 2024, as chosen by the fragrance community, you guys that be on Fragrantica.com. Okay, from the refined elegance of Dior Homme Intense to the indulgent luxury elixir of the Parfum de Marly's fragrance that was on this list. These scents have divine chemistry and defined each year as its own pocket of love, okay? It's setting the bar for what it means to smell amazing, you know what I mean? Which one of these icon fragrances do you got in your collection? Or better yet, which one of these fragrances is next on your list to go pick up? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay fly, stay looking good, stay